how you can express the emotion tonight? What does that mean for the fan? What did you do tonight?
Oh man, it's unbelievable. I think just having the crowd out there and really thriving off them, and we got some of the best fans in all of baseball, and being able to do that with my family out there as well. That's an incredible moment, not only for me, but this organization and the Nationals fans, and very blessed and humbled by it.
Thanks. It was certainly quite a flurry there for the last 30 seconds for you guys. Just what was the emotion, and how'd you kind of settle in to get those last few ones?
Yeah, I mean, I think I had 9 after that second timeout. I think like a minute 45 left or something like that. I don't know. And then I knew I had 30 seconds, so I walked over and I saw Doolittle, I saw Max, and I said, Max, I got to hit 9. He goes, no, you got to hit 10. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Okay, here we go, And Davey's over there giving me this, and we're fired up. And I knew he was going to be locked in. And he hit my barrel, 9 straight or something like that. And I couldn't be more fortunate to have him thrown to me. So blessed and so just I don't know. I got one of the best families in all of the world, and just so happy to be able to share that moment with him and share that moment with my family and. This crowd and, these fans, it's, man, they did a great job tonight.
Hey, Bryce. How's it going?
Hey, Jerry.
Good to see you. Bryce, obviously the first half has been, tough at times, I think. Was tonight a little bit of an emotional release for you, and you just seem to be having so much fun? Do you think it might be something that can kickstart you a little bit?
I've hit some pretty good homers this year, so going out there and hitting homers, is a lot of fun. I think as a team, we can do a lot, do a lot better as a group, as a whole. And personally, of course, I want to be hitting 300 and driving in runs and stuff like that. But I feel like 23 and 50 at the break or whatever I got, I'm fortunate enough to be there. And I think as a team, we just need to keep going and keep grinding. And 5.5 at the break. We're happy to be there, and of course, we want to keep winning ball games and do the thing we can.
Bryce, not all the guys play in this stadium every day like you do. How did some of the longer home runs you saw tonight compare to the ones you've seen here over the years?
I wasn't really watching much. I watched that last one with Muncy or with Schwarber, and that was about it. I was just trying to stay as calm as I could down in the clubhouse and down in the tunnel, and just have some fun and enjoy the moment. That's what it's all about, enjoying it. I woke up this morning, I was sitting there, and I was talking to my wife, and just like, I'm just going to enjoy it. Win, lose, or draw, that's all I care. That's all I can ask for is, this crowd to show up. They did, and having the support of my, my family, like I said, and, my DC family as well. And, Davey Martinez out there freaking fired up as all get out. I got one of the best managers in all of baseball. I'm very happy to have him, at our helm. And he's a guy I'd run through a freaking brick wall for. And, I was trying to do that for him tonight.
Hey, Bryce. As a little kid, I'm sure you had a lot of accomplishments on your resume. Where does this rank, home run derby champion, on your list of accomplishments? I
don't have to do it ever again, so that's good. My oblique is going to be feeling it tomorrow. But no, this is something you grow up and you want. I think the past month or so, I've been wondering and thinking about it, and to be able to get this trophy. This is one of the cooler trophies. MVP is really cool, but that plaque isn't very cool. So this is really cool. It's one of the best that I have. It kind of reminds me of my Silver Slugger. So it's a really cool trophy, so I'm happy to have it.
Bryce, had you ever won a home run derby before as any amateur events or showcase?
No, I haven't. I have not. But, if I did, then that's cool. But I never did. But this one, this is way cooler than any of those if I ever was going to do it. So.
This one's for your dad. How proud are you of Bryce, and were you worried about your arm at all?
No. In 2013, I struggled a little bit. I think I hit him. I think I threw a lot of bad pitches, but I scooted up a little bit this year. I got 8 anchors in my shoulder, so had a couple shoulder surgeries. So he took off a few years, and this one he wanted to do, and I said I'll be ready. And I was fortunate enough for him to ask me to do it, and I was just happy I could at least get locked in there for a minute and help him over that hump, because I was worried. I was like, don't screw this up for both of us. But he came through. He did great. So I'm really proud of him. I love him to death, man. He's a great kid. You couldn't ask for anything better. So.
Again, question for both of you guys. Baseball's such a journey between fathers and sons from when you're 5 to, 25 years from now. What does tonight, being able to share the, 60 feet away with your dad and with your son, what's this going to mean to you guys moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is just another stepping stone of, what we have done together throughout my whole life. Sitting back and, looking at it and looking over the past, 20 years of my life. And, I'm still young, still 25. So, we got a long time together. So, he's taught me the right way and, taught me to, really just take it all in and enjoy what I do. And, I saw him get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and work his ever-living tail off until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He was still picking me up from school and going out to basketball practice or football practice or baseball practice. He was always there no matter what. And it didn't matter if he only got 1 hour of sleep or 2 hours of sleep. He was still working and doing his thing. And like I said, I'm so blessed to have the family that I do. And, his work ethic and everything like that, that's where I get it all from. And, I'm very blessed and very thankful for the family that I do have. And looking forward to, just everything I can do with him and, we can do for the next whatever many years.
Bryce, you started your day and turned in with the baseball field, giving back, and then now today giving back to the fans. I mean, just these things that you're able to do to make fans happy here, leave a legacy, be it on the field there, here at the Home Run Derby. I could see all the concession people, so excited when you were, hitting the home runs and pumping their fist. I mean, to leave that kind of impact here, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think one of my favorite things is walking in and seeing the workers and, really having that relationship with them. It's a lot of fun. I think it's, I've been here since I was, 17 years old. It's something that I've grown in front of these fans. I've grown in front of, the media and, these people and everybody that, has a say in it or has a job here. And, if that's the security guard up front or, the guy that works the parking lot, anything. I love talking and sitting down and seeing everybody every single day. And those are the relationships that you love. Those are the things that you see every single day and look at and go, man, that's what it's all about. Really treating everybody the right way, treating them with respect, having fun, smiling, laughing. I think outside the game, I think you guys got a gist of how I feel on a daily basis of having fun and enjoying, this game and things like that. I'm very serious on the field. I'm a very serious player. I enjoy the game. I want to win every single game that I play. I want to do everything I can to help this team win on a daily basis. So you guys see that. But off the field, outside and everything like that, that's the kid in me that you guys saw tonight. And I was very fortunate to be able to share that with you guys and show that to you guys and show that to these fans. And, this wasn't only for me or my family and everybody like that, but this is for, the cook and the guy that works the front and, the people that work upstairs. And, I mean, this is for the whole city of D.C. And, I was very fortunate to be able to bring this back to them and do it here.
A question for both of you. I'm going to assume you've probably thrown BP to Bryce 1,000 million times in your life, but at what point tonight did you really get to realize, okay, you could probably take this home at Nats Park?
When he had 18 and we still had extra time. No, seriously, I just felt like if we got on a little bit of a roll, which I struggled there a little bit, which I just knew if we got on a little bit of a roll, he could win it. Because I knew he could hit 20, 25 if we had to, and he'd get this extra time and get going. And we hadn't seen that yet. He'd won with, 13 and 12 or 13 and 14, something like that. Anyways, they were lower numbers, so he didn't actually get to see what he could do in a full round. So I kind of figured he could get 20, maybe a little bit more. So, but it was a lot of fun. I had a blast, and I'm glad he barreled up about 8 in a row there. So he saved me.
Yeah, but no, you're good. Next one. Go ahead, you're good.
Bryce, can you just put into words the adrenaline that goes through your body when there's so much energy in the building? I mean, it seemed like you really fed off that, and it was something that was just unbelievable, undescribable.
Yeah, I mean, I think the one person that I looked at was, my mom and, my wife, and they were sitting there, and I can see my mom going, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. And then my wife's like this or whatever. And, those are the moments you want to see. It's like, oh, it's okay, guys. Don't worry about it. I got this. It's okay. We'll get this done. And, looking out at my dad and seeing him, through, one ball, one strike, and then bam, we hit 8 in a row, and it was like, here we go, we're rolling. And, we've talked about it in the offseason where we've hit at the high school field at Vegas, and we've sat there and I've hit, 14 in a row, on the street or something like that. And it's like, hey, if we do it on a derby, we're going to win this thing. And we've talked about that for a long time, and we were able to do that tonight and get 18 with 30 seconds left. And, wow, that was pretty awesome.
That was cool.
Pretty awesome.
I like, that's what I think too. I was thinking the same thing. We've seen it. We know you can get on that kind of roll. But I said to him, he played in a lot of tournaments, and there's this one in Cooperstown Dreams Park, and they bring in 100 teams every month or something, or every week. And these guys, they play a boatload of games, and it's from ages 10, 11, and 12 or something. He won the 12-year-old home run contest at 11, and that's what I told him. I said, that's what I loved what I
did win that one, I forgot. So whoever asked that question, there you go, guy.
I forgot about it.
Totally forgot that. That was pretty cool, too.
It's a 12-year-old one, and he won it. It's the King of SWAT or something it's called. And so, yeah, he did. I just thought about that. But I told him, I said, you were that guy
That's why
tonight.
he's here. There you go.
Yeah, Bryce, you mentioned that what Max said to you needed to hit, however many you needed to hit. That moment with Wilson during the timeout, what did he say to you?
He just says, hey, Puppy, you got this. You know how Wilson is. He's got that deep voice, and nobody better. Me and Willie had a really good relationship when he was here. And we did our little handshake and stuff. And he's having a great year this year. Very excited for him. Very excited for his family. Just seeing Buffalo. He's a welcoming person, and that was cool. It was a cool moment. I think for not me personally, but also the fans in DC as well to see that. I think that was really cool.
Bryce, the league struggled a little bit to fill out the field for this year's Derby. Why do you think that was? And if guys ask you, now that you've been through it, about participating, what would you tell them about your experience?
If it's your home crowd, 100% do it. That was the biggest thing for me. I wanted to do it in front of my home crowd. If it wasn't in front of my home crowd this year, I wouldn't have done it. That was my biggest thing. I knew coming in 13 that it was going to be in D.C. or 14 it was going to be in D.C. So I've said it for a couple years now. I know people were upset that I didn't do it last year, the year before, or whatever. But I knew that I wanted to do it this year in D.C. And, wow. If you are able to do it in your home park, 100% do it. But, if you don't, then so be it. But, in your home park, that was incredible. Incredible.
Bryce, congrats, obviously,
Thank you.
first off. But what was going into it, obviously, you had Freddie Freeman in the first round. You guys have been palling around a lot this week. What was more important to you, getting the title or beating Freddie in the first round?
Freddie's awesome. I love Freddie. He's one of the best guys to talk to at first base. It's unbelievable. The things he says to me are incredible. This guy hits 900 every single year, and it's like, hey, Freddie, how you doing? Oh, golly, I feel terrible. He's got 2 jacks and a double against us, and he's upset. So, he's great. So we were just going back and forth today, and that was just a lot of fun. But being able to win it and see the guys that were in it. Muncie had that huge round. Hoskins, being able to get that first round out of the way. The way he did, unbelievable. Schwarber, of course, that last one. Baez, that's he's one of my favorite players in all baseball. Just the way he plays, his swag, and the way he plays the game, the way he uncoils in his swing. He actually told me up here before the thing. He says, "Hey, you think if I get tired on the right side, I can hit on the left side?" I went, "Man, if you do that on the left side, that would be epic." So, I wish he would have got a little bit more tired because I would have loved to have seen it. But, just a great field out there today. A lot of fun, just being around the guys and enjoying that. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody.